Today we are going to talk about Boulder, Colorado, and I'm going to give you 3 neighborhoods that in my opinion are some of the best neighborhoods to live in Boulder, and then I'm going to give you one that I would be careful about. So you want to watch till the end to hear about the one not to live in. Hi, I'm Jamie and I'm a realtor here in Colorado. Now on this channel, we talk about all things living in Colorado. We talk about the people, we talk about the cities, we talk about the restaurants, and of course, we talk about real estate. If these are things that interest you, hit that bell notification along with the subscribe button to be notified next time I post a video. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. That would really be awesome. Now, I get calls from people every week. People asking about what is life like living here in Colorado. Why are they asking this? Well, it's because they're thinking about moving here. Now, if that's you, if you're thinking about moving here and you're asking some questions, I encourage you, go ahead and give me a call, send me a text, send me an email, whatever you need to do. Get a hold of me. I'd love to talk to you and I'd love to help answer any questions you have and help move you to this beautiful state. Now, today we are in Boulder, Colorado, and we are going to be looking at some of my favorite neighborhoods here in Boulder. The first one is the Mapleton Hills area. Now this is a very old neighborhood. It's classified as a historic neighborhood, and most of the homes here are going to be over 100 years old. But it is really well done, and most of the houses are in fantastic shape. So most of them are move-in ready. Now I will say that the streets are a little bit narrow and there's not a lot of parking. You're not going to find gigantic garages. Remember, these are very, very old houses. But there's tons of character in these houses. There is tons of character in the neighborhood. You're gonna have big mature trees. And I'm gonna show you some video. It's fall and the trees have turned colors. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful area to live. And it's also very close to Pearl Street. So if you want shopping, you're really close to go get that shopping done. But within the subdivision itself, you're not going to find a lot of commerce. It is going to be a quiet, peaceful area to live. Now, another one of my favorite neighborhoods in Boulder is the Table Mesa area. Now, this is a lot different than the Mapleton Hills subdivision. This is a newer subdivision. It's still not like brand new, but it's, you know, mid 60s and newer. So it is quite a bit newer. You're not going to have 100-year-old houses, not yet at least, in this neighborhood. But this neighborhood is a little bit farther away. It's on the south side of Boulder, and it has a little bit more elbow room. Where Mapleton Hills, it was really cramped and narrow streets because of its age. This, you have more space. You're going to have wider roads. You're going to have big garages. You're going to have, it's tucked up underneath the foothills a little bit tighter. And so there's a lot more recreation if you want. There's trails and there's mountain biking and things of that nature over there as well. But you are a little bit farther away from the downtown area. Maybe that's a good thing for you. Maybe you want a little less people and a little bit more privacy, then this might be the area for you. If you want to be downtown where the action is and you like old houses, Mapleton Hills is your place to be. But even though Table Mesa is not in the heart of Boulder, there's still a lot going on. They have some festivals out there. There's some pubs out there and some really nice restaurants and some shopping. So even though you are a little farther away, you still have a lot more there. Plus, if you want to be closer to Denver, it is closer to Denver than if you were in the heart or on the north side of Boulder. Now, another neighborhood that is very similar to the Mesa Table area is the Wonderland area. Now this is on the other side of Boulder. It's on the north side of Boulder, but it's really similar to Table Mesa in the sense that it was built around the same time. You're gonna have houses between the 1970s and newer. You're gonna have some modest condos all the way up to a few $1 million properties in here. It also backs up to the foothills, so you're gonna have a lot of biking and hiking and snowshoeing, those kind of things. If you want to do that, you'll have it in your back door. Now, it's also got wider roads and larger houses with big garages as well. So if that's something you like, then it may be something to take advantage of. Now, it is on the north side of Boulder. So if you want to be closer to Denver, you're going to have to drive through most of Boulder to get to Denver or around. However, if that's not something that you really care that much about, then this may be the perfect place for you. In fact, a lot of people are moving to that north side, trying to move a little bit farther away from some people, and that's a great place to move. That's a great idea. There's a lot of development going on between Boulder and Longmont and Berthoud right now. And so if you want to be a part of that and let your house appreciate while everything else appreciates, it may be a good place to be. And the other thing I forgot to mention about Wonderland is it does have a lake, and it is closer to Pearl Street than Table Mesa. So there's two additional things that may be compelling for you when you're looking for the neighborhood of your dreams. Now, I promised I would give you a neighborhood that I would be a little bit careful about moving into, and that is going to be the east side of Boulder. Now, when we go to the east side of Boulder, we're going to see the average income substantially decrease and the crime rate on average substantially increase. Now, East Boulder is a huge area, and there are some really, really nice places within there. So I don't want to overgeneralize the whole thing. What I would say is when you go over to that area, and maybe that's the only area you can afford in Boulder, just be careful of the neighborhood you're in. Do your due diligence and maybe even call the police department and ask about that specific street or that specific area in general, just to feel it out. We don't want to put you in a place where you might be unsafe, but regardless, I think the crime is still fairly minimal comparatively speaking, and so you still need to take that with a grain of salt. Boulder is an awesome place. Boulder has a ton of things going on within that city. It has always attracted industry and restaurants and tourists, but not just tourists. A lot of locals will go to Boulder to hang out at the mall, to go shopping, to do fun outdoor activities. It's a mecca within Colorado, and it tends to draw a lot of people to the city because it has a lot of things going on. Now, if you're thinking, hey, you know what? I'm thinking about moving to Boulder, or that may be something I would be interested in doing one day, give me a call. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to answer any of the questions you have in more detail than I can answer here. And I'd love to help you get moved to your dream location.